Before starting this video, if you are interested in making money from your phone, do not forget to use my promo code on the OneBet platform that appears on the screen, which will give you several bonuses on your first deposit. And also do not forget to subscribe to the Telegram channel to predict matches, the link to which you will find in the comments only. All you have to do is subscribe to our Telegram channel and use my promo code, and welcome to the real world. It's been a busy but exciting summer for Manchester United this year. However, while most teams would now sit back and take pride in the business they have conducted, the Red Devils look intent on adding at least one more star to their squad. The latest player touted for a move to Old Trafford could bring a mountain of goals with him, and even has shades of a certain Dimitar Berbatov to boot. Manchester United transfer news. According to a recent report from The Standard, United are once again interested in signing Brentford ace Ivan Toney. Brentford striker Ivan Toney. In fact, the report claims that the Red Devils have already held initial discussions with the Bees over a potential move, and while the West Londoners want a fee of around £50 million, the looming deadline could see the Englishman sold for just £40 million. However, the most significant barrier to this deal going through is that as things stand, the player would prefer a move to Chelsea, who are also keen to secure his services before the clock strikes 11 p.m. tomorrow. That said, given Toney's incredible goal record and potential bargain price, this is a transfer well worth fighting for, especially as there are some apparent similarities to former United star Berbatov. Toney's similarities to Berbatov. Now, the first thing to say is that while there are certainly some similarities between Toney and Berbatov, especially if this deal goes through, it would be unfair to expect the Brentford ace to match up with the Bulgarian at Old Trafford. As while he was an unorthodox player, the Bulgarian international left the theater of dreams with 2 league titles, 2 League Cups, a Club World Cup, and 2 Community Shields under his arm. Moreover, he also racked up 56 goals and 26 assists in 149 appearances for the club, meaning he averaged a goal involvement every 1.82 games. And while the Englishman might be able to reach those levels, it's still a lot of pressure. That said, what are these similarities then? Well, the first is that if this transfer is completed, then both poachers would have joined the Red Devils slightly later in their careers, as the Blagoevgrad-born ace was 27 in 2008, and the former Newcastle United ace is now 28. Second, the pair of them would have made their big move to the 3-time European champions from a team in the capital, Tottenham Hotspur, in the case of the 79-capped international, and obviously Brentford for the man of the moment. The final similarity based on the deal itself is that, like Berbatov, the Northampton-born monster, as dubbed by manager Thomas Frank, would likely complete his transfer on deadline day. Ivan Toney, Brentford, Thomas Frank. Now, there are also a couple of stylistic similarities between the two stars as well, with the first being the fact that neither one was or is blessed with pace, and that their biggest strength on the pitch is their ability to finish, placing the ball exactly where they wanted to go. The final point of comparison between the pair is that they share a level of self-belief that some may see as arrogance or even cockiness. Berbatov's former teammate at Spurs, Jamie O'Hara, described the striker as a fantastic player but so arrogant. Likewise, Toney has made no secret of how highly he rates himself in recent seasons, making disparaging comments about Brentford on holiday and openly telling interviewers which teams he'd like to play for more recently. Ultimately, while the Englishman, who has scored 72 goals in 141 games for the Bees, isn't going to be the next coming of the Bulgarian legend at United, he'd undoubtedly bring plenty of goals with him, and therefore, at the reported price, signing him before the window slams shut feels like a no-brainer.